So this is an old video that you're going to watch. I started filming in November 2023 and it took me a year to post. So these are all archived clips. You know, some of my thoughts might have changed, some might stay the same, but I'd like to post them because it's part of the journey and it's important to me and they matter to me. And it shows the journey and shows different thoughts I was going through compared to now, I guess. But yeah, enjoy the video. Peace.
So, I've been thinking, right, I'm stuck with what I want to do, what I want to film. Sorry, itchy nose. What I want to film and what what I want to talk about and stuff like that. Because I don't want to just do this necessarily right now for the rest of my life. Like, it's not like this is my only, like, this is literally going to be it for my life. I'm going to film content and have a podcast and stuff like that. And I'm going to be an influencer. Like, it's not what I want. The reason I want to do this is because I want to talk to people and sort of show everyone like what's going on in people's head and in people's lives and what they're thinking. But I also want an aspect of like fun with it. You know, an aspect of life where we are actually enjoying ourselves and we're not just sitting here dwelling on the negative. Because I know I've watched people who create content, and if they're so rigid in one way of filming a niche content, because that's what you see when you try and Google, well, not Google, but when you try and like search up like how do people get views on videos and stuff like that, it's always like you've got to put yourself in a niche, you've got to do all these forced things, and I'm like, I want to stay away from all that. Like that's my nightmare, that I'm filming stuff and I'm starting out a video with a hook and like trying to entice you. You know, I don't mind a trailer, but I don't want it to be routine. I want this to be a conversation and for it to be sort of natural and who we are. And so when I see stuff like that, I'm like, no, I don't want to be an influencer who's trying to get views and fame and stuff. I sort of just want to meet people, have a podcast, chat with people and stuff like that, and film these videos. Don't get me wrong, I'm not just wanting to do a podcast. I am also wanting to show the world who I am and how I think. And I think I want to do that because, I don't know, is it an ego? Is it like I think I am special? I just think I am not necessarily special, but unique, just like pretty much all of us are. And I do see that in the world, that, well, think of it like this. In my eyes, I feel like the world treats us as if we're in these little groups and sort of a little bit segregated in terms of like, all these people are in this one group, all these people are in this group are in over here. People who vote this side of politics and vote that side of politics, they're all separate. These people that like don't like this type of person and do like this type of person are all in groups. And I just feel like in society, you don't actually get that. You might get a little bit, obviously, but I don't think it's like that separated in society. I do think that we are a bit mixed in with each other. And instead of realizing that we are all unique and we all do have different thoughts and specialities and youths and like growing up and different ways our parents have grown us up. When you start really getting to know different people, you go, oh, you never had that. What, you had that? Oh, that's crazy. That would never happen in my family. And I think that's so common that is reality, rather than like us all being like, oh yeah, we grew up with money, or we grew up with no money, and we was all suffering together. I just think like it's a bit more mixed than what's portrayed. So I like when I see it. I like getting it out of people and like seeing the differences and like what makes someone unique, and sort of reading their path and seeing what's actually happened to a person to make them who they are, good and bad qualities. So that's what I want to do when I'm looking at other people, when if I'm talking to other people and stuff like that in the future. But for now, I just want to sort of go through the same things of who I am, and just for my own self, just figure stuff out, find new things, because I do delve into myself all the time, into who I am and my thoughts and stuff like that. And in the past, it's got a bit, like I was saying at the beginning, when it's just constantly that, it gets on your, it sort of clouds you. It gets on top of you. Oh, this is what it's like. And that's what my thoughts can be sometimes, is constant. It's like, oh, thinking about this again, thinking about this again, thinking about this again, like all the same things again until I get past it or think through it. And in the past, I've sort of gone through that cycle and just tried to push it away. It's not the time. No, I'm stressed. I want to have fun. I don't want to be thinking like that. Like acting on pushing it away. Whereas now I think I've learned that you've got to go through the process. And now I see the value in sort of the thoughts that I'm having. And they're actually happening because they're useful to me. So I think this is a way to sort of file through them, get through them, sort of get them out, almost like a little bit of a diary situation. But I know people are going to be watching it. And it's also like the people that are watching, I want to get the audience to, or you guys to see who I am, understand me a bit more. And for the people that I'm already close to, and if they watch the videos and stuff, I want them to learn stuff that maybe don't come up in conversations. Because sometimes in life, things just don't come up because you're either doing something, or you want to have fun, or just anything. Not everything comes up. It's just not the time. Might not be even on your mind. So I just can't help but think it can provide value. Just like anyone can. Like I said earlier, like I feel like anyone can, because everyone's unique and got their own sort of little story. But yeah, so I've been sort of thinking about how do I do this? Do I plan videos, which I don't want to? I do want to keep it sort of bit, what's the word? Like spontaneous. A bit like, I have a thought, I just turn on the camera and I start chatting about it. So, I am worried about that sometimes it's going to be a bit boring. But I'm also like, well, that's just that's just how you naturally are. Like, that's just how things are. Not everyone can be entertaining all the time. But I do, yeah. That's what I was saying earlier, is I don't want all my videos basically just to be boring. I'm trying to figure a way, how do I make things a bit upbeat, a bit funny. Because myself, I like humour. Like, funny stuff gives me joy, like most people. I don't want to produce content that's just down or just inspiration, just one thing. I want it to be I just want it to be entertaining and to be valuable, really. Meaningful, I guess. I want to feel like I'm not sort of wasting my time or anything like that. So it's hard because it's about where my focus is, and I do understand that. But I think it's also is a little bit about planning and a little bit of a structure. And I'm trying to work out how the structure is going to be. What am I going to do? Because I am driving everywhere. So it's sort of like, it's like, how much control can I really have? I can't sit down and have notes because I'm driving. Yeah. So it is confusing me a bit. I've had a little bit of a break on it, on thinking about it all and stuff like that. But, yeah, that's where everything is at the moment with all this. Just trying to figure it out, I guess. Because I've not posted yet. And if I do post all these backlogged videos, sort of documenting a bit of a journey. But yeah, that's what's happening. Peace.